Can you tell me a little bit about how your role and game plan differs for the different formats of the game? I mean, obviously these days we've got 2020, 50 over cricket, 4-day cricket. How do you actually approach that?
In the 4-day game, you set yourself up to try and get as many balls in good areas as you can. It's a patient game as your 4-day cricket. It's like a game of chess. You just try to keep one step ahead of the batsman over time. And it's all about getting enough balls in the right area, ball into your field plans, and making sure that if you've set an offside field, you bowl on the offside, and you get enough balls in good areas. And literally, that's how you create pressure and get your wickets in 4-day cricket. The 1-day game, it's slightly different. Early on, you'd like to attack the wickets, try and get the batsman out, because the best way of stopping a team from scoring is getting the batsman out. It slows them right down. But there could be various roles within that 1-day game in itself, because you've got, if you look at it, it's 3 periods. You've got the start, where we've got the power play. You've got the middle of the game, which is literally where the batting team's trying to knock the ball around and accumulate the singles. And then, obviously, at the death, they're coming all guns blazing at you. Now, obviously, first up, you're going for wickets. So you're going to have quite an attacking field, but you're going to try and get the opening batsman out. As my job as an opening bowler is to knock the opening pair over. In the middle, you set a more defensive field, and what you're doing is you just try to control where the scorer runs and how many they do. It's literally, it's just trying to tie them down, keep the run rate down, and at the end you go block all, mix it in with slow balls, things like that. What you're trying to do at the end is, by hitting a certain area, you try to shut down half the field. So all being well, if I'm hitting the block all, I can only hit you straight. So I set the field straight and I try and make the batsman hit to my field. You know what I mean? There's all sort of funky shots now coming into the 1-day game, and it's changing rapidly, really quickly as a 1-day game. And you see people getting swept now. They don't care how fast you are. They're down on one knee and try and sweep you. And I've found the only way of really stopping that is by taking pace off, because the one thing that these little deft touches need is pace on the ball. So if you can take that off, then it's very hard to hit you for 4 and sort of get you over that inner circle where your fielders are. You know what I mean? And on top of all of that, you're always thinking about where your field settings are. You've got to make sure that you've got the field where you want them, because ultimately you're bowling the ball, and it's your responsibility. If it goes somewhere else and it's your fault, you've got to hold your hands up. But sort of keep an eye on field placings, such as in a 1-day game, you might have fine leg up, drop your square leg back. It just gives you more cover on the boundaries during the power play. And again, depending on the wickets, if it's a slow wicket, you might bring your catchers in front of the bat instead of having it slip, because it doesn't like it's going to carry there. You might bring the fielders in front of the bat and have it like a silly mid-off or a silly mid-on, you know what I mean? So your catches are in there, variants such as your slower balls, off-cutters, etc. Try and get them caught there. And at the death, literally you set everybody straight. And the one thing that I have noticed that's changed recently as well is all your best fielders start obviously in run-saving positions to start with, and you generally get the fast bowlers and maybe the older, less mobile members on the boundaries. But during the last, say, 10-15 overs of a game, you tend to get a change round where the young whippets will go out and cover the boundaries, and the rest of us will move in. And you know, when we try and stop the ones, but ultimately you want your quick guys out on the boundaries, covering the boundaries for you.
Stopping the forwards.
Yeah, exactly. It's all about stopping boundaries at the death.